This video is for entertainment purposes only. If you enjoy, subscribe. We will cover this subreddit about once a month. Unethical Life Pro Tip: when I do not want to get caught plagiarizing off of Wikipedia, I translate the article to French, then Hindi, then back to English, and chip off grammatical errors and get praised for my hard work. You could also find an article in another language, translate to desired language, and profit. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if you smoke in your car and are considering getting a new one, now is the time to trade it in. Many dealerships are doing sight unseen trade-avails during the pandemic, and you can avoid the loss of value you'd typically face with a smoker car, as they won't know until it's too late. Search for dealers doing virtual or digital retailing. These deals are contingent on a final inspection, as is your purchase of your new car. That said, this is definitely the time a dealer will overlook minor things, and while they'll take a shot at adjusting the value on delivery, you're on your turf, so they'll usually adjust for you. Unethical Life Pro Tip: when buying a cat for your young kids, buy one that is all black or white. That way if it dies you can replace it easily without your kids even knowing. Unethical Life Pro Tip: libraries make you enter a library card number to get to digital content, but they are closed right now and can't issue you a card. Just Google image search your location followed by library card and you will find pics of real cards from lost and found posts, etc. Just enter one of those. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if you ever have lots of garbage or large items to throw away but are too cheap to pay the dump fees, wait until the weekend and go to a business, industrial park, empty lots and giant dumpsters. You could also find a condo development, or a large apartment unit complex. Those often have giant dumpsters for all their residents. Go unload in there, and how will they know if you're a resident or not, if there's tons of units? Unethical Life Pro Tip: before asking someone to do something they would not agree with, build false rapport with them by telling a story about some jerk who did not do the thing you're about to ask them. I hired someone to paint my bedroom. It should not have been very much at all. Before she gave me the bill, she got me sympathizing with her about some cheapskate jerk who recently stiffed her over some tiny quibble that he made up to avoid paying. So I'm standing there like, yay. Some people, they just do not appreciate the work people do. How can people be so greedy? A deal's a deal, and so forth. She gives me the invoice, I pay it. The LPT version of this is beware of people who pull this psychological trick. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if you want more shifts at work, get one of your CO workers fired by emailing in phony complaints from a variety of angry customers. Then ask your manager if you can take over their shifts. Work's best entry-level shift jobs. If you send in 2 or 3 emails from different email accounts complaining about one of your colleagues' behavior, they will eventually be let go. Can be that you were a customer in the store and this colleague started hitting on you, patronizing you, insulted you, etc. Unethical Life Pro Tip: tired of someone asking you for help? Accept once and completely duck it up. They will never ask for your help again. Unethical Life Pro Tip: starting a new job, school. Your story is that you have 4 living grandparents. Bonus points if one pair divorced and remarried. Now you have 6 potential excuses. Coronavirus. You know ... Yeah, sorry boss, it's been a really rough week. Did not expect them to all go consecutively. My girlfriend and I play random rock paper scissors games for little prizes. Whoever loses has to do X. Take out the trash. Go to the store for 6. Whatever. I noticed after a bit that I habitually throw rock percent 90 of the time unless I'm actively trying not to. She figured it out and nearly always wins. So now when I want to win I just throw scissors. But I keep losing most of the time, so I can win when it matters to me. Unethical Life Pro Tip: get in the habit of playing rock paper scissors with people, but make sure you consistently lose with the same throw. Eventually they will learn to expect the same throw and you can win any game you actually care about. This is quite clever. I would not say unethical, but rather part of the strategy of rock, paper, scissors. Unethical Life Pro Tip: want Crunchyroll ad-free? Buy the subscription through Google Play Subscriptions, Deactivate your credit card and get a new one through your bank. Your old card will still be registered on Google Play and get Crunchyroll Forever for only a one-time $8 purchase. Deactivating your credit card could work for many subscription services. Unethical Life Pro Tip: use Instacart. Show a high tip, and then remove it. I have seen stories where people use Instacart, offer a $50 tip, and then change it one day later so they do not have to pay extra. I have used it once. It got my groceries delivered really professionally, and then one day later I revoked it so I did not have to pay way too much. Use with caution. Not good to piss someone off who knows where you live. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if your city is under lockdown, put a few boxes of pizza in your passenger seat and an Uber sticker on your windshield. This way you'll always have an excuse for driving around town. Could say you are going to grocery store, but police could catch your bluff cause they knew about every groceries stores in the area and will direct you there. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if you're in the US and make under $50K/year, get yourself laid off. Your income will be higher under the new temporary unemployment system. The new stimulus bill provides $600 per week in unemployment benefits, in addition to existing benefits which vary by state, but usually amount to roughly half of your previous wages. For example, in Illinois, if you make $52,000 a year, that's $1,000 a week. Get laid off, you get $600 plus $471 a week in unemployment benefits equals $1,071 a week. Now, you have to be clever. If you get fired for misconduct, you are not eligible for unemployment. So you cannot just start screaming profanities to get fired. Instead, start talking to co-workers about your salary and ask theirs. Start encouraging co-workers to form a union. It is illegal to fire a worker for those reasons, but it will make them try to find a way to lay you off, such as bad job performance, which does not kill eligibility for unemployment. If they try to dispute your claim, just threaten to sue them for violating right to unionize. They'll back off. Disclaimer: do not do this if you have a great career path at a company you care about. But if you're in a dead-end job with an employer you do not care for, easy money. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if you're doing online classes, exams, use lockdown browser in a virtual machine and then you can still Google answers to your tests. Or just use another laptop or iPad if you have one. Unethical Life Pro Tip: would you like free or discounted food or drink? Dress up as a healthcare worker. So many cafes and restaurants are now offering free or heavily discounted food and drink to frontline healthcare staff. Dig up an old costume and eat for free. Unethical Life Pro Tip: tell your kid that if he or she does not brush their teeth well enough, they'll all fall out. When they start to lose their baby teeth, tell them they did not do a good enough job. This way, they'll brush their adult teeth really well. Also be sure to teach them to brush in circles so they are not grinding their teeth. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if you are in college and you have black and white tattoos on your forearms, you can cheat by writing answers on your arms in black ink. It is only visible up close and can be rubbed off before handing in the test. If desperate, you could also get a temporary tattoo or henna. Unethical Life Pro Tip: look up your building's washer, dryer model on eBay and order a key for it. I haven't paid for laundry in years and it cost me $8. Sleep like a baby knowing you're not paying for on-site laundry. I'm not referring to opening up the coin deposit box of the laundry machines, rather just the control panel that allows you to start the cycle. Do not touch the coins. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if the person sitting in front of you on a flight reclines their seat all the way back and leaves you with no room, turn on the aircon above you to full blast and point it at the top of their head. If they're sensitive to it, especially if they're bald, they'll straighten up their seat. If not, then you'll both be uncomfortable for the entire flight. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if a relative keeps asking you about having kids, lie that the wife is pregnant. A few months later, tell them there was a miscarriage so they'll feel uncomfortable bringing up the subject again. Alternate route: say that you're trying, but not having any luck. Then engage them in a long and extensive conversation about positions, ovulation timing and cervical mucus, not to mention basal body temperature. Rectal thermometers work best and have to be super duper precise. Long detailed conversations about trying to find spermicide-free lube and tracking cycles is always a winner. You want to know what our privates get up to? Sure thing. Lament about how you did not realize anal would not work and how so much time was wasted. How the switch to vaginal left unpleasant UTIs that threw off tracking for a bit. If aunt or grandma wants to have the baby talk, then let's have the duck and baby talk, you nagging pack of hags. Unethical Life Pro Tip: many grocery stores are still checking ID for alcohol, but not asking customers to remove their face coverings. It's never been easier to use a fake ID. Depends on the store. Some have a policy that we are allowed to ask you to remove your mask if the top of your face does not match the picture. Also, right now expired IDs are considered valid. Unethical Life Pro Tip: if you are initiating a divorce, secretly arrange consultations with all the best divorce attorneys in your area before choosing one and filing. Once they have met with you, even briefly, they are considered biased and will have to recuse themselves from representing your spouse. Hey, you made it until the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Reddit videos by TTS TV. Please let us know what you thought down below in the comments.